everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have a bunch of cleaned pens that I will be inking, and they're still wet. I've been impatient today and just want to go ahead and get them inked up, so I will be drying them in the process. Some of these are going to be just re-inked with the ink they already had in them. I just felt like they needed a good cleaning. So that's what I have been up to today. It really irritates me when I have to clean the caps and the bodies out, just because you have to kind of shove the paper towel up in there and get it nice and clean and dry. And I think that's the most frustrating part about cleaning fountain pens for me, is just cleaning the caps and the bodies. And when I do clean my fountain pens, I usually try to get all of the inks out, but today I'm just mostly replacing ink, so I wasn't as thorough. I love it when companies actually brand their converters so that I don't have to sit there and go, okay, which one did that go to? It's a little easier. And I have a question. Anyone that has a Lamy, just like an All-Star or a Safari, are these difficult to clean out for y'all? Just like to completely get clean? They seem to take the longest for me, and I almost have to like try to take it completely apart. They seem to get water trapped really easily in places, and I don't know. I mean, you're looking at like a $30 fountain pen, so it's not the end of the world. I just find them to be a little difficult to kind of clean. I've lost a bunch of my little Kaweco Sports. I had the amber one from Galen Leather. I love that one. I haven't seen it in like a year. I think since they're so small and they are pocket sized, like they get lost fairly easily for me. I love my black crystal one. I think this is the only one I haven't lost. And I had one of the aluminum body ones. And I loved that fountain pen, but something got in that fountain pen and it molded, and I was determined to save it. I'm like, I'll save it, it'll be fine. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? You know you have a moldy pen. If you keep it, like, you're going to have to syringe fill it for the rest of its life. You don't want to dip that into a whole thing of ink and potentially contaminate your ink. There was a lot of thought process there where I was like, I think it's just best to let it go. I did. I chunked it. I didn't want to, but I felt like it was just the best course of action. I mean, it's pretty replaceable, so I don't have that one any longer. I'm trying to think of what other ones I might have. I don't know, the black crystal one has been my favorite so far. I'm still using the Diamine Inkvent Good Tidings ink in my Pelican fountain pen. I love it. And I can't get over the colors that are in this ink. So I'll see purple and blue and sometimes a red sheen. But when I was cleaning it earlier, the water turned completely green, like poison green. I was like, what in the world? This ink is just so wild. So that one, I kind of just rinsed out. I didn't give a very thorough cleaning because I'm just going to be putting the same ink back in it. So I'd love to know what everyone's current favorite fountain pen is, or maybe just the one that they're reaching for the most. Maybe it's not your absolute favorite, but I'd love to hear about it. So this one, this is my Leonardo Memento Magico. I did not clean this one. I just expelled the last teeny bit of red ink it had in it. But I'm still using the Jacques Herbin Rouge Hematite with this fountain pen. I think this ink would be more stunning with a fatter nib, but I really love it in this pen. So several very good fountain pen habits that I have completely dropped lately, which is why I tend to have inkier fingers, is cleaning the nibs really well after you fill them. I think it feels like a waste of ink. It's not. It is good for the health of your fountain pen. The next time you go to write with it, it's going to be a much more pleasant experience. You're not going to get it all over your fingers, and it's such a small amount of ink in the long run. Trust me, it's worth it to clean your nib very well. And also another habit I have got out of is wiping off the lids and the glass bottle after I have inked my fountain pen. I found that I definitely cut down on my fingers getting inky. When I do that, just have like a damp paper towel. It makes it a lot better. I'll even go through and clean the lid sometimes, but that one doesn't look too bad. Let's see, next. Yeah, and every time I clean fountain pens now, I end up with inky hands. I have Writer's Blood from Diamine. This is my go-to red. And this one I've been keeping in the Lamy. I feel like I need to find a more special fountain pen for this ink since it is one of my regulars. But the Lamy is so functional. I don't have to worry about it too much, especially at its price point. So I like that. I think I really thought when I bought the Leonardo Memento Magico in the black, that was going to be my Writer's Blood fountain pen, but nope. I really love the Rouge Hematite. And I don't know if it's because I bought it at the same time. Like when I bought that fountain pen, I was just in like a mood, an intense mood. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I just want like a blood red ink and I want it in this pen. So maybe that's just the attitude of that fountain pen. Just something that's kind of like 1980s film blood red instead of like dried up Writer's Blood red. I don't know. But that pen keeps that ink for the most part. I think I've only swapped it out like one time. And then I went right back to the Writer's Blood. Golly, I think it's just coming off of my fingers. Can't seem to, okay, I'm gonna go rinse this because I think I've corrupted too much. Okay, so this is the Lamy All-Star in WhiteSilver. That was one of their like special limited edition inks. Pens, sorry. Special limited edition colors. I think they still have it available. And for my Kaweco Sport Black Crystal, you can see there's some blue ink in the lid there. I'm going to go back to a blue ink. I think I don't know, it's down between Liberty's Elysium or what is now the Anti-Feather Blue. I don't know, they're both good. This is what I was using before, but I'm really into the cobalts right now. And I do have my Leonardo Furore with the Graffon Faber-Castell blue, the Cobalt Blue. So I do have one cobalt right now. So maybe I should go with the Liberty's Elysium. That top feels a little gritty. Yeah, I've got some dried ink. I'm gonna go like kind of rinse this off a little bit. I'd love to hear about your current favorite inks, favorite pens, favorite notebooks. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really into the Cobalt Blue inks right now. And I'm trying to switch from Moleskine. I'm trying. I've ordered Papier or Papier. I guess we Americans usually say Papier notebook to try to swap from my daily writer, my Moleskine daily writer, to that notebook. It's a highly unusual choice. I think anyway, if you like compare the two styles of notebooks, I think they're very different, but I'm really enjoying the one that I have that I'm writing in. I'm like, you know, sometimes it's more about the madness versus the method. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm really enjoying actually sitting and writing in this notebook. Maybe I'd like it as a daily writer, because I have an onion skin journal that I use as kind of it's not exactly a daily writer. It can be. It's just more of like the mood that I'm currently in journal. So, but yeah, I've had a Moleskine as a daily writer for I think like 15 years. It's been a while. And so making that switch is going to be difficult, but the paper quality has just been so poor. I'm trying to move away from it. Although it was funny, after I ordered the one from Papier, I was like, oh, I'll check Moleskine, because I checked quite often. They just didn't have a notebook cover that I liked, and I always get the limited editions for my daily writer, something that has like a cartoon character or something that I like, maybe a pattern. That way I can tell that it's different from all of my other notebooks right off the bat. And they do now have Peanuts edition with Snoopy, and I love it, and I do very much want it. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't switch now. Maybe I should get that one, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. It's just gonna break up, like I have a shelf, you know, with all of the Moleskines and everything symmetrical and looks the same, and be that one little Papier to break it up, but maybe I'll like it. So that's coming in the future. So that is the Diamine Good Tidings ink from the past Inkvent. I really love this ink, and I especially love it in this pen. But yeah, this is the Pelican Souveran with I think this is the Anthracite stripes. I like this pen. I do wish it was a size up. It'd be more comfortable for me, but I do love it. And I have my Sailor Stellar Black Hole, aka Captain Kirk pen. And there is something I have been hiding from my audience for a while, and that is it does have this little teeny crack right there. I think someone sat on it, and this is terrible, but it fell out of my bag or maybe my notebook one day, and I was using a vehicle and I swapped vehicles, and I think it was sat upon. But it still works since Sailor has these bands across here. It stopped it for right now. But yeah, it is there. Very sad. But the pen still works fine. The nib is great. And I still absolutely adore this pen. I am going to go with, I'm going to treat myself today. I'm going to use my Roaring Patina black ink from Ferris Press. It's been a long time since I've used this ink. I miss it. This would be a daily writer ink for me if I had had the sense to order more of it when it was still available. And then my cats hadn't taken this bottle of all of the bottles of ink that I have that was totally reorderable. This is the one that they knocked over and I lost half of, so not super crazy about that. I don't know what it is about this ink. It's gorgeous. I love it. Please bring it back, Ferris Wheel Press. We don't care that it was a limited edition and you'll be technically reneging on your word. We don't care. We just want the ink back. That's all we're asking. I didn't reach any. Oh my goodness, is it that low? Wait. Is it that dried out? Please don't be that dried out. It's like you want to watch me cry right here, right now. Just occurred to me, I was thinking this bottle was halfway full. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think there's hardly anything in it. No. Yeah, it looks like a lot less than I thought was in it. So if any of you out there don't really love your Roaring Patina Black, let me know, because I absolutely adore it. Yeah, I think the gasket, for whatever reason, just didn't quite fit this bottle. So when I like twisted it on that day, it didn't go all the way down. And then the cats knocked it over and the rest is tragic history. See, I have two of my pens over here. These both have Noodler's Dark Matter in them. But since I have some here, never waste Roaring Patina Black. Love it. Let that dry out. Okay, what do I have left? I have my Ferris Wheel Press Marquise pen. And technically I didn't clean this one fully. This already has dark matter in the converter. I didn't feel like swapping out the ink. I just went and cleaned all of the nibs that come with this pen because I used them all at once. It was actually quite a bit of fun swapping between and playing with some different inks. I just like dipped them in different inks and that was fun. So those all need to go back in their box, but in the meantime, I get to choose which one I want to use. So all kinds of sizes, extra fine, double broad, all kinds of fun stuff. Maybe I'll just choose at random. Okay. Just gonna close my eyes And you're the winner. Who are you? Extra fine. Okay. Why not? Change it up a little bit. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and give this a head start. Very nice. All right, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear about what your current favorite pens, inks, and notebooks are. Let me know in the comments below. I just never get tired of this ink.